So, next scene. This is Matt and Vicky. Apparently now that since Matt threw himself in the pool and tried to drown himself, he's able to see Vicky. I wouldn't say that he's got like the psychic, medium gift that Jeremy now has. Jeremy was dead, like dead. I think he can just see Vicky because he wants to see her. Apparently, Vicky still maintains that there's a way for her to come across. She'll still be dead, but she can be more corporeal and she can touch. She'll be able to touch things and interact. And she'll be able to appear anywhere she wants, whenever she wants, not just when Matt's around and thinking of her. Matt's not sure at first whether or not he should agree to this, but he misses her. You can tell how much he wants her to be back. So he agrees. They're sitting there talking in the, I guess, the stoner pit where Jeremy used to hang out when he was still doing drugs. Jeremy walks out the back because I think he saw Vicky. He wanted to know what was going on. He says to Matt, "Oh, it's just my lab partner's a stoner. I was just looking for him." But it's obvious that he could see Vicky. He knew that Vicky was there. He just didn't say anything. He's wanting to know what exactly was going on. And he's talking to Anna. And Anna says that she's heard that whispers on the other side that Vicky has been in contact with a dead witch that is giving her the power to affect the mortal realm. Not sure what it's about. They just know that she made some sort of deal with this witch. The witch would give her the power or the spell to be able to make herself more corporeal, but a price would have to be paid. What they don't know is what that price is. So Matt inevitably agrees to perform the spell. He performs the spell, it works, and Vicky becomes more tangible. She's able to touch him and touch other things and appear to wherever she wants. Apparently, according to Vicky, the deal was that the witch would give her the power to use the spell in exchange for Vicky restoring the balance. Because apparently the balance of nature was screwed up when Klaus broke the curse, so the witches want it maintained. They want it fixed. And at first Matt's like, "What, you want to kill Klaus?" He's like, "Or you don't want to kill Tyler, do you?" He's like, "No." She says she wants to kill Elena because Elena's the key. Her blood is the key to all of it. If she's dead, he can't use her blood to create any more hybrids. And Matt's like, "You kidding? You've got to be kidding." She's not. And he doesn't know exactly how to stop her. When Anna discusses this with Jeremy tries to go talk to Bonnie and tell her. Bonnie doesn't want to talk to him. He's like, "I don't want to hear you. I don't have time for this." Because Matt has already told. Matt goes to Bonnie first and tells her, "Oh my God, I made a big mistake. I screwed up again. She's crazy. She wants to kill Elena. What am I supposed to do?" So Bonnie's running home to go look through her spell books to see if she can find something that she can use to pull Vicky back or just to block this magic. Jeremy's trying to tell her the same thing, but she don't want to talk to him. She's pissed off. And she's more focused on helping Matt. Okay. Alaric, Elena, and Damon come up with a plan that day, just before the bonfire. That this is how it's going to go down. Damon is going to distract Rebecca with his wiles. Caroline will make sure that the old Forbes jail cell, which I'm sure she's intimately aware of, is prepped and ready to go. And Elena is going to do whatever it is she has to do to get Stefan alone, so that while he's distracted, Alara can dart him. And while he's unconscious, they'll drive him to the cell and lock him up there until either Klaus is dead and the compulsion wears off, or they find some way to break it. Damon's not quite sure this plan's going to work, but he agrees to it. So the night of the bonfire, everybody's there doing their thing. Vicky's already broken the spell. Bonnie's trying to fix it. Elena is pretending like she doesn't care what Stefan is doing at all, and she starts to drink, acting like she's getting drunk. And I'm sure in a way she is probably a little bit tipsy, but not as drunk as she appears to be. Because she knows that if she gets too inebriated, Stefan is going to want to take her home, to make sure she doesn't get hurt. It's a perfect way to get him alone. Meanwhile, Damon is sitting at one of the logs. Well, Rebecca's there by herself roasting a marshmallow or something. And Damon walks in there and sits down. This is cute right here. This is, if you didn't think there was proof before that Elena has feelings for him, and it's way beyond what it was in past years, this is definitive now. Definitive, I'm telling you, you will see it right here. He starts getting his flirt on. You know how Damon is when he can flirt. And their faces are really, really close together, and he pulls off like the crusty part of the thing, and he has her, and he holds up the stick with it on there, and she eats the soft part. It's very temptation, very hot, very sexy, And they lick there, And Elena is standing by a tree off in the distance watching this entire exchange, and the look on her face is stony plus. She doesn't like this at all. She's like, get away from him now. You can tell by the look on her face. She was staring daggers at Rebecca. She was jealous. I wouldn't say that she was like overtly jealous, not in the way that she freaked out about Lexi. Hey, what do you expect when you got a girl walk out of the bathtub in just a towel in your boyfriend's house? But it's definitely there. And Stephanie walks up and says, jealous much, And she tries to ignore him, and she drinks more, Back to Damon and Rebecca. She doesn't like being there. She thinks this is a useless waste of time. Everybody there's just stupid. And he's trying to distract her and trying to, do his flirt thing. But she's too smart for that. She's lived long enough to know what a distraction technique looks like. She says, you're trying to distract me, aren't you? No, why would you say that? And so she proceeds to gut him with that stick. And yes, it's painful, but it doesn't keep him back for long. And she walks away to go about her own business. Probably going after Tyler. But Tyler and Caroline aren't even at the bonfire. Actually, they're at Tyler's house. Because she's trying to talk to him and trying to get him to understand that he needs to be more careful. But he didn't really realize what was going on. Because apparently, in an earlier scene, in the scene where they were planning, this is how we're going to get Stefan. Tyler was the one that was supposed to raid his mother's Vervain stores so that they would have enough on hand to use against Stefan. And when he walks in, he's like, sorry that I'm late, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm not so sure that I want to be a part of this plan, because it's not really in Stefan's best interest to do that. Klaus kind of needs him here, it's more important that he's... And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Apparently, Damon can tell. He's like, uh-oh, this is not good. But apparently, when Tyler drank Klaus's blood to become a vampire, or ivory, whatever. He wasn't just turned; he was sired. Now I know that each vampire show has a different way of showing the relationship between the vampire and their maker. Like in True Blood, the relationship is very close, and this show, you can take them or leave them. But apparently, when it comes to hybrids, it's a true siring. Like he's pretty much Klaus's bitch. He thinks that Klaus is his master. And Caroline's like, "Is there a way that you can fix it?" This is great here. He says, "Yeah, get a new boyfriend." So Caroline at the bonfire, she's trying to talk to him and get him to see that, you're acting like a douche. You're acting like you used to act when nobody liked you. I don't want you to go down that road again. He's like, I don't want to act like that. Honestly, I don't. So I don't think that they had sex again. I'm not sure. But what disturbs me even more is the fact that after Caroline leaves later on, that Rebecca shows up with a girl in tow, obviously compelled. Oh God, this made me so angry because she knew that Tyler's lacks control. He's too new to have to be able to control himself. And he tries to not feed off of her. God bless him, he really does try. But after she bites the girl and blood is flowing, he just can't stop himself. I don't know if he's going to wind up killing her or what. I would sincerely hope not, because I really don't think Tyler could live with that. Anyway, at the bonfire, the plan sort of works. Elena appears to be so drunk that she's lying on the bleachers, looking up at the constellations, and Stefan's like, "Come on, I'll take you home, blah, blah, blah." And she scoots down the rung of the ladder and almost, I don't think she intended to fall, but she actually did fall, and Stefan catches her. And there's this moment there where it's like, this look that they share, and all, well, okay, maybe there's a little something of him still left, but still, it doesn't matter what kind of looks that they share. It has nothing on the kind of passion that's between Elaine and Damon. Trust me, nothing. So while they're in that sort of quasi-embrace, that's when Alaric sneaks up from behind and shoots him in the back. And he collapses. And they pick him up and they toss him in the car. And they're about to drive him, but then Alaric's about to get in to drive, but then the doors lock. That's Vicky. She's made it that no one else can get in the car, and she picks up a butt off of the floor. And apparently there's a line of gasoline going to the car. I guess one of the kids grabbed a gasoline can for the bonfire and accidentally, spilled some, and she throws the butt into the gasoline. It catches fire, and the line just goes straight to the truck, and the truck catches on fire. And they're trapped in there. They can't get out at all. So Alaric tries to get her out, and he can't. So Elena's left with no recourse but to wake Stefan up, because he's the only one that could kick out a door, which she does, and he saves her. Car explodes. So, while that's happening, Bonnie does the spell to pull Vicky back, disrupts her magic. But the reason she's still there is because Matt won't let her go. And he has to make a choice here, a very difficult choice. He has to let her go, which he finally does. At the same time, Jeremy and Anna are talking, and they realize that she is able to touch him, meaning that on her own, she's becoming more tangible. So that relationship there is starting to heat up just a little. Back at the boarding house, Elena's got some wounds on her face from that explosion, and there's a cute little scene right there where Damon, they're kind of fighting over who's going to treat the wounds. He's like, "Look, you almost got fried. The least I can do is fix you up."